Alright, hello everybody, welcome. It's Wednesday. Wednesday has arrived and Dragon Quest VII continues. We're nearing our goal. We previously, found two more of the elemental spirits. The free-flying wind spirit and the very down-to-earth earth spirit. Very sturdy. With that, we've just been told, hey, you know, we should go wake up the water spirit. That's not a long one. But yeah, so that's where we're gonna start here. Melman, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at how things have gone now that we've awoken the earth spirit. It sounds like things are a little better here in Albalad. You know, now we have to travel with a... Oh, no. He's not over here. Okay, well. Saeed was our travel companion for a while, the fourth brother, who just wants to adventure, loves cats, and can crit for like 700 damage. So... How many villages have we saved? How many breads have you eaten in your life? Okay. So yeah, with that, we have our three Earth Amulet, Air Amulet, Fire Amulet. And once we go and wake up the Water Spirit, the combined might of the four elemental spirits is about equivalent to the Almighty. How many does not again count as? At least like 5. You get a bonus multiplier. So, the only way, of course, we have out of here is the little portal in the oasis, because this is another one of the islands that has been cut off from the world. So let's go ahead and let me quick check before we... City Hero, Crown Pleaser, Bat Boy. Okay, we're not ready to swap vocations. Maribel's getting close to Luminary status, the teen idol. Aish is going to be hitting Paladin pretty quick. Ruff is going to be in Dingbat for a while. Slyo is going to be in Hero for the rest of the game. I don't think Slyo's moving. Alright, so we've been told... Do we have to go to the water shrine, or do we just need to go back to the sea dragon? Let me quick... Let's get a party chat. I've been thinking about party chat a lot as we've been playing through these, and just how important it is to, like, the texture of our cast. In 4, 5, 6, and 7 here. I find it hard to imagine 4 without it. And I hope, I know it's a big ask, but my biggest ask for 1 and 2 HD2D is that 2 has party chat. That's far and away my biggest ask. Like, there's a whole lot of stuff about new scenarios, there's a whole lot of stuff about you know, gameplay and new things to be doing, scrolls and sigils. I want, like, to be able to talk to the Prince and Princess of Cannock and the Princess of Moonbrook. You know, I want to be able to get little, I don't know. I want to get more out of them as characters. So, that's a... I think that might be a too large of an ask, to be honest, but, because that's a lot of, but like, it's what I want. It's the thing that I want the most out of. Damn, that block is really effective. Especially, like, if we're introducing a new cast member, right? I wonder if they'll have, like, set names. In the DS, or sorry, not the DS version, in the Game Boy version, they had semi-set names. The Prince of Canuck and the Princess of Moonbrook had like a half dozen or so different names that they could have. Punch! God, that's so huge. But yeah, just party chat does so much lifting in this game. And like in this game, we see it with how much it's done for Maribel and Ruff and like, you know, who've been in here the longest. And how much we know them so well at this point. Okay. Ah. It's also something I've been thinking about, like, with playing through, like, Trails and how that has, like, different dialogue based on who's in your party as well. And, like, not just dialogue, like, you know, it's not just, like, Olivia and Tita ring in once. It's like full conversations happen because Chloe is there. Skits and Tales generally have a prompt, whereas, yeah, we don't have a prompt button for that. We just have a button that we always have. And alright. The glowing orbs are circling. Let's do it. The Sea Serpent Saber. It's not the hero's blade, but... Alright. Yeah, a hero's blade. So, this cove has been here from the beginning of the game. We came to this cove to get the purest of water. We came to this cove very early, even in the PS1 version. And if you remember in the PS1 version, we could see a little better down there. Undini! A squad all here. By our powers combined. Yes, the 99 slime hearts represent the heart. Anyway, look, okay, so we fixed the world. Estard, like all of our areas are now back in the world. But, hey, I just want to talk. We don't have a dungeon for, water here. She, again, as she said, she's been watching over this island for generations. We've been blessed by the water spirit, you know, with our life, like all. So, all right, let's go have a chat. We're just going straight there, by the way. Hey God, wake up. Knock knock. Heavenly Father. Yeah. So, God doesn't have that power. There's only one person we know who does have that power. I am the one true God. Only I have the brains to rule Estard. Beams. How very amusing. Anyway, we missed. You may have been asking, why was God being such an asshole? Why was the Almighty trying to start a holy war and throw down your weapons to all the monsters? We missed. We revived Ogredemir. This also is the, you know, we had the talk about missing the VODs when you wake the water spirit 5 minutes ago. There was no dungeon involved with the water spirit. She was just there. But yeah, no. Yeah, we've been talking about how, like, Dragon Quest games don't tend to actually have you attack and dethrone God, right? Like, that's actually a reaction to our setup in a lot of ways, where the church is a force of good in most instances. Again, I bring 4 up as a bit where it's not as clear cut, but we're not attacking and dethroning God. We nope. We no, I will always answer questions. It's good. So it took everything the spirits had to throw back the veil. But we also have the Sanctuary of Light. It's time for Exdeath's castle to be revealed. Yo! Mervin! Fire up on it! Yeah, I think we probably would want to pull out the Schleiman tank. Look, I thought God was just doing some bad, like, making some bad deals, but no, we literally, woke up the Demon King. Hey, Slyo, we've been waiting. So this is also just a known thing, because the Almighty was talking to everyone. Yeah, that was us. Hey. Sorry, I know I'm talking to like King, whatever. I need to go talk to my mom and dad. Was that crystal always empty, or was it empty until we beat Ogre Demir? Yeah. Like, Aisha's the one who did the ritual to revive God. Last time we fought Ogre Demir, he was fully exhausted and beaten up with his fight with the Almighty. And so we walked in on him, you know, in the middle of a nap trying to, like, rest from this, and we came in with the baseball bats. We don't have the baseball bat advantage this time. We have to go into Ogre Demir's house, and we have to do a full shakedown. Punish this villainous knave. Mervin's quite pissed too, because you know, being deceived. Yeah, I expected to have a little bit more of a time so people would be able to come in a little later on it. But yes, God is Ogre Demir. We revived okay. Aish is focused on, like, we just need to deal with the Demon King, and Ruff is like, I was gonna give him a right thrashing. Like, I was gonna go over there and bop him on the nose, like, so. Alright, the supreme evil. But yeah, it is kind of straightforward in that, like, look, putting islands into the darkness alone was the Demon King's plan, you know? So it's all up to us. I just pushed us right out. So yeah, the Cathedral of Light, it's changed. Make me a youngster. Oh, oh, oh. That's gotta feel pretty awful. You know, there's a bit to take away on this on the ease of pulling the wool over everybody's eyes. There were the folks we were with that did see that, you know, the Almighty wasn't the Almighty, but there were a lot that did not as well. Folks just following him and his commands. Well, I like the idea that the time travel meant that that's why it succeeded afterward. That's like, there was nothing in there until we did the thing. Alright. So we've got the Sky Stone, which is what we came back here for. We also have the world. There is a new island right over here, which we'll be visiting soon. But now that we have the world, we have a lot of other places to go first. Hello? Huh. We have a lot of new places to go first. This is the first instance of open world in Disc 2, yes. And it is near the end. We have a final dungeon. We got the final showdown with Sin. Disc 2 is very short. Now let's go talk to Maribel. Can't believe. And Dad is still... I grow up, I want to be just like your dad. I can't swim. I love you, Ruff. Ruff continues to be and will always be our great friend. Yeah, we have a lot of, like, so, obviously, there's a final dungeon to go do. We have the Demon King to go fight real. We also have a lot of upkeep from not having access to the world. The most obvious of which is, like, mini-medals. We haven't been able to, do anything with those yet. She was just so much happier when she was on adventures. Yeah. Maribel's as tough as an old boot. It's the monsters you need. And the truth of it. Maribel can handle herself just fine. And with us at her back, there's nothing she has to fear. Cat. Gambling update? Yeah, we have a stop we're gonna make at the Haven as well after we go find a new friend. I wish you'd invite me along too. So here's the way that we're restricting the party size. That rock. Oh boy, who am I actually cutting out? This is a choice I've been like terrified of for so long. It's not Rough, I can tell you that much. Rough is not leaving the party. I think Maribel's staying in as well, which means that it's Aish versus Mervin. The problem there is that Aish is something like 5 jobs behind Mervin, right? Aish still needs to finish Warrior, Armamentalist, Paladin, Champion. 4 jobs behind. Realistically, it's Aish, yes. Removes. That's basically what it is. I think that Aish finished up would be stronger in the position that she's in. But Mervin is like a champion, like fully leveled. Dropping Maribel makes sense too. Maribel's been gone for like half the game, right? Like if you've already got your party set, it would make sense to not swap back in. I want Maribel to be able to finish leveling things. I think that her as a druid makes for an interesting party member. But no. Ow. Don't mess up my bedroom. Okay. That's basically the reasoning, even though I'd like to have Aish in the part. I would, like, this 4 of 5 is just such a tragic size, especially because this is the first and only time in the entire game you've had to choose to put a party member on the bench. We've played, what, like 80 hours? And, like, we've been full party. I would hope that Reimagined gives you... You know how in 4, I was thinking about this earlier today even, in 4, and like, you remember with the, with like the DS ones, where like if we had the caravan in an area, the backup party could swap in as an action, not even as an action, like before a turn start on a turn, you could swap into your back row. And I feel like having, like, you know how Final Fantasy VII, you have a 3-party member party, but you have 7 characters and you can swap them basically for free? That would kind of be what I would want. I would just want the 5th slot to be active, and we could swap between. So... Anyway. So we're not going to quite go have our conversation with, or our confrontation now that we've had our conversation. But we are... Oh, I don't know if Mervin's equipped right now as we want. We should take a look at that. Happy Wednesday. Still has the miracle. Okay. Is doing just fine. And still has, you know... The reason I have Mervin in here is because we still have, some power remaining. Alright, we have a lot of places to go, though. Let's go straight to the first one. At the 5th slot in the finale, it gives you a 6th character. Equipment, I think we're fine with letting that equipment stay where it is. I think she has... There's the tower. Here's where I'm after. I'll have to check. I don't know if there's an easy way to do that, but... Anyway, hello. There is a scene of a mysterious figure in the end of the Reimagined trailer. We'll see what comes of that. Alright, what's our number? 91. A mysterious fragment. Oh, Metal King Shield. Ooh, my. $95 will get us a Glombolera. Okay, this is usually a late one of these, so. Demon Kings destroy the world, but King Maxwell only cares about mini metals. Oh, while we're here, we can also take a look, and we have the Water Amulet. The Water Amulet was worth 30 defense. Pretty powerful. Perhaps we give that to... And then Rough, I'm gonna take the Air Amulet. And then... Now did... No! All of... okay, now we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to do some, like, wiggling of items off of, Aish. Because Mervin needs to be swapped out. I don't think we're changing anything. This is actually, like, maybe this flowing dress swaps over. But, like, this is all very powerful stuff. I'm quite happy with that position. Okay, anyway, what we have to look at, though, we have magic, fire, and ice based. Maribel can't wield it. It's better than the silver shield on everyone. And everyone's wielding a silver shield. So this is just an upgrade for someone. I'm gonna give this to Mervin. Mervin is the one who has, I think, the least defenses. I'd like Maribel to have it too, but, like, I think Mervin can have this. Okay. Let's go back to Pilchard quick. And then Buckingham is going to be the next place I want to go for a very distinct reason. Not the casino. Related to the casino, though. Mervin in the back. Party joined wave. Okay. Actually, hold on, we gotta... I think we're fine keeping all of these things on ice. Like, yeah, the Miracle Sword is like... No, it's not even an upgrade for anybody. The Fire Amulet's the thing we're gonna take. Alright. You know, good luck with the Demon King. I'm gonna start writing my memoir. Alright. I wonder if they even get... They probably... You know, I would assume they also don't even get, like, out-of-party experience. Which... There is a screenshot in the Reimagined where you can see all 5, like, noted. So, like, it might be that, like, the 5th is just, like, in Caravan. Okay, yeah. This is, something that the moment Aish has to stop and think about, I'm sure is, like... Hey, actually... Screw that guy, like, the whole faith of our entire people. Okay. So Fire Amulet is gonna go over to Mervin because that's gonna give Mervin a pretty big boost. We also need to reset the, the goodies that everyone has. You can see there's like a certain set of goodies I have with everybody. So we want Yggdrasil Leaf. Everyone gets to carry a leaf. You can carry a dew. And then... carry the Sands of Time, because I think you've got the best speed, if not second best. Heart! And then, where are prayer rings? There they are. Everybody gets to carry their own prayer ring. Ooh, and diamond. How many of those do we have? 2. 1 for everyone. Okay. So, next up. Buckingham. Nobody tricks Maribel Maid and gets away with it. Okay. Tourism's kind of, stuffed right now, let's be real. You mean to say all my luck was the devil? The devil's own luck. I refuse to believe he has shirked his responsibilities. This is why we're here. Julio. Gratitude. Thanks, Julio. Oh, that reminds me. Why am I here? Stop calling me. I'm quite busy. Anyway, we have a stop over at Haven to make. So check out this place. I also really like how they handled the Wind Spirit. Hand reaching up to the heavens. Fly out. Give me some slime to mull this over. All right. Let's not waste any more slime here. We're going home. Fleberique is living a life very similar to, thinking about Kiefer. You've no need for freedom. It's high slime, you realized. A jelly-headed dreamer. Oh my god, slime insults. Alright. You and I are going straight back to the castle. Uzantium. Wow. For the first time in quite a while, we have a fragment radar. Blobstinence. Malevolantern. Okay. These two give very... Yeah, these two definitely give the same feeling as, like, Kiefer and Donald, you know. The son who doesn't want to be. Found another fragment. I stand by that that's one of the traits of a true Dragon Quest king is not wanting to be king. That's the king of the slimes. Royal Mail. This is the king slime and the prince slime. Or a Chelcum Fang. Oh, okay, hold on. Alright, what do we get there? We got or a Chelcum Fang. Huh. Wish the gray fragments had the cursed burn. Yeah. That's plus 45. Like, yeah, we lose our poison, but, damn. The Royal Mail, it has no effects. Huh. Is this Aish specific, then? With the glowing blue cape and the that's a nice. Let's appraise it. Selling it might not be the best idea. It is true. She is the royal one in the party. Alright, let's check out the... Or Chum and Fangs are Ruff's best weapon flat. Dazzling sight, more dazzling than me in my metal slime days. I love this town. Sweet. But I don't know who would have done that. I have no idea who would have done that. This does seem like a place for Ruff to have a house. Bank. Okay. Now, what's the cost on this? Oh, okay. So, in getting the town big enough and getting to the final dungeon, we have big money, big prizes. So that is about, yeah, 15,000. Let's make it happen. I'm in. So, Copper Sword, Copper Heart, the Copper Heart. Another Malevolent Lantern. Okay. Copper Axe, Copper Axe Gold, Copper Axe Gold, Copper Axe Gold, Copper Axe Gold and Plate, Copper Axe Gold and Plate. Alright, good luck. Copper Axe. Alright. Sure. Mace Dress. Mace Dress. Copper Gold Mace Dress Plate. Copper Gold Mace Dress Plate. Plate. That's our full plate back. Copper. Oh, I'm sorry, it was bronze. Fan. Okay. Not the lunar fan, but the solar fan. Ooh, okay. Got a silk robe. There's the mace. Divine Wrath. Leaf. And a one-up. And a shuffle. We're fine, though. We have 3 hits now. So, Leaf. Gold. Gold. Gigant Armor. So check this out. We spent $750 on this. Huge money, right? Like $750 tokens, so $15,000. But we've gotten multiple items that we've never seen before, along with some pretty high impact things, and a heart that we had just gotten out of a chest that only appeared 5 minutes ago. Alright, let's check out what those look like. So, Gigant Armor. Reduce damage from fire and ice. -3 on the Dragon Robe, so this is pretty huge. Iron Axe is nothing. This fan can attack a whole group of enemies at once? Huh. So, it's weaker than the Metal King Sword, but it would let me move the Metal King Sword. Like, we could move the Metal King Sword over to Mervin. That puts Mervin at comparable attack to Slyo. And Slyo has eaten 50 Slyo snacks. Looks like we found an upgrade, which is great. Love to see an upgrade. Alright. We do one more. That's not what I... That's the opposite of how I want to be doing this. Let's do one more of these. Again, they're big money, but it's where I'm spending my cash. I'll be real with you. This is just where my money is going, so... Alright, 750 tokens. Sword. That's just sword. That's the sword, the dark sword of the moon. Sword. Fan. Sword fan. Sword fan. Cross shield. Sword fan shield. Sword fan shield. That's just a steel broadsword. Yeah, that's just a sword. Fan shield. Fan shield ring. Ooh, ring? Prayer ring? Fan shield ring. Fan shield ring. Fan shield ring shoe. Fan shield ring shoe. Fan shield ring shoe. Fan shield ring shoe. Antidote. Bandana. Antidote bandana. Fan shield ring shoe. Antidote bandana. Fan shield ring shoe. Antidote bandana plate. Shoes, okay. Let's get the shoes out of here. I don't know where that is. Well, that's fine. Win some, lose some. This is what I wanted to open up, though. Let's check out the rest of town. I think this is on top of the, yeah, this is on top of the downstairs. I need some bola tickets. Sweet. I need to go into houses and break things. Yeah, giant. Either the Royal Bear or the Gigant Armor is clearly our goodie there. The tough get tougher. If we can find 2 more mini medals. If I can find 1 more mini medals. If only. One more mini-maze. Alright. However, we do have a new tablet. From Gulio. The Emperor Slime. Not just a king slime. No, not the king of the slimes. The Emperor of the Slimes. A slime appears. 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 These were just slimes. However, the level of the slimes does not matter for getting you a point towards a vocation. What matters for vocation leveling is the area. And because we're in a late tablet, even though that was 3 slimes, level 1, 2 experienced slimes, still worth vocation points. Yeah. Yeah, so as far as setting things up, if I don't want to be like just sort of another slime heart. Yeah, if we want an easy place to level up vocations, rather than like just grinding against something of high level, we could just do this and get up to like a luminary and stuff very quickly. Though, at this point, I'd probably want the levels because we'd be leveling for, like, post-game stuff. It's nice to have the option, though. Ooh, a fight in this area. That's cute. More slimes. Well, here we are. In the castle. It's time to battle. The Emperor Slime. I don't know what you're gonna have. Obliterate. This is the power of kings. Buddy. You... The Emperor Slime could not overcome, the ultimate blade. Ooh. I'll take that. Been a little while. Time for a Slyo snack. Shiny. 6 MP. Okay. Where to next? Went ahead and pulled the casino stuff out of here, which is important. We can go to the Monster Haven. Blade of Ultimate Power just, yeah, it hits a metal slime for that damage. Okay, I need to hand off 1,000,000 enclosure plans, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Do I have any other enclosure plans? So many things. Malevolent Lantern Heart X3. Oh, God. We have so many keys. Captain Keys. Okay. So you can see we've got Tower Island, House Island, Meadows Island, Water Island, and a couple others back there. There's also like the Mountainous Island and the Plateau Island. Alright, where to next? Hello? Where's my parking? It might just be... No, I know where we need to go next. Damn, I like that for Mervin. It's like, yo, this was a ship like I heard about, you know, back in my days. Well, thank goodness. We found Dad. Wonder where. I know there's the other area that's the boats. We need to find that. In here? No, not in here. Maybe it's one floor up. I remember there was an area that we, like, woke up in. Might have been this floor. What's up? Found your dad. I tipped my... Oh, he's back home. Okay. Like, we have the, you know, yeah, the ancient king of pirates is like, your dad was the coolest. Like, we found him, like, out in the middle of the sea, like, fighting 16 crabs. Right? Wow, Captain Shark Eye told you how cool your other dad is. Dad and dad and dad. We got Fishing Dad and we got Captain Dad. Ugh. You're telling me I need to... Okay, I need to talk to every cat. It's fine, we'll talk to every cat. That was already a thing we were going to do anyway. Let's quick save over here. Oh no, let's not save over here. Alright. Ooh, Maribel's almost at a level, and so is Mervin. Okay. Nope, that doesn't get us there. This. Can you imagine losing hundreds of years to the Demon King? Alright. So the ship's gigantic. Nice defense, jerk. Prime performer. Yeah. So, the place I want to go... We'll talk to Dad, too, but... The pirates have our back! What good are the cannons if we can't use them? Thanks, buddies. So, this is a new place underwater. Welcome to King Scuba's domain. So yes, the captain's wife on ice. I'm not a vegetable. One day a year aging. If we're at 1,000 years, that's only 3 years of aging. Hey, buddy. What? Ah. So when we met King Scuba was not in our fun little hat. King Scuba was like just an old man. That does sound like Davy Jones. Like literally, like what, one day every 10 years or whatever is the... I can't walk around on land like this. It'd be too cool. I love just putting on the little old man. So, we did have a request a long time ago. Oh god, I have to go back and tell... Oh no. Oh, I don't know if I remember where. Oh god, was that underwater? Good luck. I remember the conversation. All right. Let's land. Off here. Trick stars. We're about to take 200 damage. That's okay, we're ready. So do we get... Oh! So while we're on the... As you might have noticed in this fight and the last, while we're on the boat is a 5th party member. It has cannonball shots, it has a Jolly Rager, it has Sly as the national hero. Zap, Kamikaze, Snooze, Puff! You finally, okay. Multi-heal. And Kazing. Wow, we are learning so many hero moves. That's right, the 5th party member Sid the boat reigns. It's true. Down here is the exit. Oh. Fine. Alright, whatever. Oh. Oh god, how do I get off the boat? How do I park? Help. You gotta help me. There we go. Disembark. I hit A, which put us back on the boat, which is different than disembarking. No mercy. You didn't have to do it like that. Marvin, that was a little much. We gotta go talk to Dad. Hey, Dad. Thank goodness for pirates. That's what Maribel gets stuck on. The 2 whole hairs on your whole chests. Alright, what's our number for... 94, okay. I don't know how long of a dungeon our good buddy Ogre Demir has, but... I think we can give it a shot. I think I've got basically everything I wanted to that was after this out of the way. So, we're gonna save here. I'm gonna be right back, and then we're gonna go, see what the Cathedral Light is up to. Yeah, I gotta think if there's anywhere else that's, like, on the mind that we'd want to stop at, right? Like, obviously we can go around to a lot of different towns and see how they're reacting to the world being... Get out from under my ship, please. How they're reacting to the world being, full of monsters and the devil being back. Mervin has no mercy. 10 HP! Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like... Where could we... Probably just head on up. By the way, Cathedral of Blight. From the Cathedral of Light. There's a fragment in here. Remember that all the craftsmen up and disappeared after they built this place. Yo! Prism, it's Rainhawk. The Beastly Priest. I love Prism Peacock. The Pride Bird. Yeah. Mervin has no restraint right now. Pride or no pride. Like, this sword is rated E. I probably should put you on don't use magic. Slyo's healing 10 a turn right now from Hero. Oh wow, Maribel is having a day. It's fine. Mervin 33, 7 and 6. Maribel still has 162 health. I want to get Maribel to, off of Dancer to Luminary, I think, is going to be a pretty big grid. So yeah, remember, this place was, like, pretty twisted before. We had to, like, go out and around and up and down. Oh my god. Like, you couldn't just go into these side rooms. You had to go outside and then up and around and downside, so... Yeah, Thin Air, still free. And Sword Dance, still powerful. Grotworm. Ah, the rotworm, but the rotworm. It's pulsing. The meat dimension. Alright, we're gonna go through the Cathedral of Light area up here and see if there's anything we want to grab up top. Because we should be able to go outside here. Oh no! Major headache. Oh my god. The only one who takes any damage. Mervin has so much health, too. It's nice. Yeah. So, heading on up. Remember, we can go, like, around the outside. If you remember how this worked, it was a really weird area. And the reason it was really weird is, it was secretly the final dungeon. Okay. That was just 4 hits on you. Sometimes Sword Dance decides who's dying. Okay, still the same. Except for now there's a hole. Remember these things being reasonably dangerous. They've got, like, big frost breath, I think. But they're getting it twisted. Okay. Ooh, look at the map here now. It's 3-dimensional. Oh, that's 95. Oh boy. We have a big skull indeed. Yeah. 2 eyeballs, 1 eyeball. Oh. Yeah? So Rosmir we've seen in so many of these games as the mirror that lets you see the truth. What would Ruff see in that? All right, hold on. That's a good question. I actually want everybody should get a look in the mirror. Yeah, like this makes a lot of sense. Why would Ogre Demir care about this? Also, why would Ogre Demir care about you know, like these are the rubies that the Almighty was taking from us, air quotes, because they were items that, you know, were pretty important to the Demon King. You know, you have the mirror that reveals the truth. Rough is rough. It's true. If we get a level on Dancer, I'm leaving the dungeon. Alright, down we go. Clown we go. Ooh. So this opened the front door. This is, you know... Oh! Hey! A beastly priest heart. Yeah, we have a shortcut now, so... Are these... sculptress? But yeah, getting a shortcut in the dungeon is the last dance. Hi, Egno. I like last dance as the dance that means your opponent cannot dance. The night shift. Of course. That's a good name. Wow, okay. Maribel going for the last dance is actually very well considered. Of course, it's Maribel. Okay. So here we are on ground level. Whoa! That is not Carbuncle. I know what Carbuncle looks like, and that's not Carbuncle. Yeah, that is. Draculard, though. This is the large Dracu. Carbuncle. Carbuncle, 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 Carb. Nope. We're finding some wild enemies in here. Sleepy. Yeah! Oh! Instant frame stand-up. Uh-oh. Terrifying. .1080 snowboarding. Ooh, Danger Mimic is here. So, when we were fighting these in 3, they were killers. Stone cold. We have to treat these Pandora's boxes with respect. Good thing we have the Blade of Ultimate Power. I don't care what your defense number is. Bad company. Yo, Ruff has a stand now. Ruff learning a revive is a really nice addition. That's a good stand ability, I think. That was our diamond. I don't have replacement diamonds because I forgot where to buy them. Hello, I need to go up those stairs. All right, well, it's fine. Just one again. Lick. Thinking about it so much. Bat transform Soladon is Bat Company. Yeah. Thinking about Baylor as well. Bat Company is a good look. It's a good stand. Okay. Down we go. There's a down there. But there's a treasure here. The Devil's Mini Medal. Everyone loves the Devil's Mini Medal. Put him to double sleep and then immediately wake him up. Nah, dingbats we've actually have seen as enemies, though. Sneak. Oh. I failed to sneak by the carbuncle. dastardly carbuncle. Lick the Draculard for goodbye your defense. Just gone. So big it can't fit on screen. Silliest size of enemy. This truly is the devil's own, another cunning fiend's impotent inventions, forsooth. Some kind of maze. Honestly, the Demon King's so annoying. Maribel said it. Maribel, on point. Rough, like, wow, what are those sigils? Like, you know, Mervyn, like, dastardly plaid. Maribel, a teleporter maze! Come on! Like, this is the devil's big trick, is a teleporter maze? A life ring. Ooh, what is that one? Restore HP on walk. It's also very, you know. Oh, why we have the Beastie Priest heart? It's like minor defense. We're fine with our amulets. Can't believe that this is the Demon King thinks as the final travail for us to pass through. No, we're not taking that. Luckily, this is actually a lot better of a problem with the monsters as the overworld encounters. Because the monsters as overworld encounters means we aren't getting interrupted in, like, really annoying ways, right? We've seen worse. Yeah, also mini-man. Like, this is fine. I do like that. Yeah, the encounter rate changes the... Encounter rate changes the tenor of a... Demon King says, guess. The devil. Okay. Nice maze, jerk. Ooh, we've made it into the meat walls. Now we're down in the true devil's zones. Friends. Friend. No! Oh! This major here has a little buddy. Also, is that just like a Zoma outfit? Like, yeah, I guess here's Carbuncle in the meat fort. I said this wasn't a Carbuncle. I guess I'm... Yeah, why do they get a tiny lizard friend? Sad. Tragic. They do get a little buddy, though. Eyeball into space. Let's beat up this not Zoma. I should check how many treasures there are on this floor. As I said, I will leave if Maribel hits 8. That's enough to get me to walk out and, like, redo the couple floors we did. Because Maribel and Luminary, I think, will just be a better position. I forgot about boulders. Hey, speaking of which, there's Dancing 8. So we're gonna have to leave. Let's grab this treasure while we're here. Luminary is still the in-between. It's not Druid, but it's powerful. Gives us access to some nice options. Alright, what's our goodie? Shield of Shame. Where'd I park? Oh. Over by the Knights. Yeah, gotta work Knights over here. Okay. I'm flying over to it, and I forget where that hill is. Where God's at. Could just teleport, but I want to orient myself to make sure I remember these placements. Desert, this is the water tower. This is the metal... Actually, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, we're over here. Alright. 96. Almost my favorite number. Glombolero. 105 gets us the whip. The Gringham Whip is another that's usually behind this, so watch out. So, sometimes absorbs MP from enemy spells. I don't know that this is worth the equipment. It is equipable by basically anybody. The fact that it's enemy spells is nice. Right now, Mervyn has a half MP hat anyway, so I'm not, like, super worried about that. Oh, the bottom island, of course. Alright. Let's change. Maribel is going to swap. And Maribel is going to become a Luminary. One thing about swapping Maribel to Luminary, as you'll see, from Dancer, this is a buff to every stat but agility. Another 22 health is a meaningful amount, same with that MP jump, so... While I'm here, Mervyn. Not swapping Mervin over. Mervin's staying where Mervin is right now. But... you get the hat. The fan is really nice, actually, with this. I like the color match. Like the orange matching the orange there, and the... yeah, that's good. Can we zoom to... yeah, hero and champion are, like... it's all comparable level stats, you know what I mean? Like, or like tiered sort of things. Hero comes with a much wider spell arrangement, as we've seen on our slow levels. Alright, while we're here... let's play a game. 750. Alright, starting with Lotus. Lotus Shell. Lotus Shell. Lotus Shell Scale. Lotus Shell Scale. Lotus Shell Scale. Lotus Shell Scale Steel. Scale Steel. Lotus Shell Scale Steel. Lotus Shell Scale Steel. Mask. Lotus Shell Scale Steel Mask. Lotus Shell Scale Steel Mask. Lotus Shell Scale Steel Mask Silver. Lotus Shell Scale Steel Mask Silver. Lotus Shell Scale Steel Mask Silver. Claw. Dragon Claw. Okay. Mask. Champion takes an MP hit. Okay. Again, they're trade-offs, right? Lotus. That's a snooze stick. Okay. Scale. Okay. Silver. One up. Don't have that on the board. Wow, we're just rolling directly into these. Okay. Iron armor. So the silver shield is the biggest on this. We've seen that the silver shield's super powerful, but we have a bunch of them. What are those claws? I'm gonna check that. They probably don't beat Orichalcum, but like, I wanna see. So back to the bag. Minus 50, but okay. This is a bunch of things we're able to sell, though, as well. That's where a lot of this comes in, is we can turn this into money. Okay. One of the things that exists is that I can do this. Not in this town. Where's the... I thought there was a button that pulled up the town... I guess there's not shops in this town. Alright. Back we go. Still a fragment in here. Okay, teleporters. Again, not having enemies in here is, like, way better for making a teleporter maze not a pain in the ass. There is a treasure here? Easy. Oh, I don't have a safe passage on. Oh. Dazzle Flash. Yeah! Big buddy. Toger? Toger! I like Toger. Thwack! Ooh, they have Zap as well. Gah. That's pretty powerful. Remember these for the Fungin? Yeah. 38? 9 and 6. Excellent. More HP, more MP. Are we break 400 yet? 398, not quite breaking 400, okay. Closing in. A Slyo snack will get us over that bar. Okay. Keep moving deeper and deeper. There is a treasure on this floor. Egg? Egg. Yeah. One of the deepest things we can get in here, an enclosure plan. By the Almighty's beard. Egg. Defense to 0 and a turn skip is pretty dang powerful. Egg. Well, we gotta get through. Egg. Yikes. Okay. Continental Hero. Where we've gone up from national to continental. Ka-frizzle. Ka-sizzle. Ka-swoosh. Maelstrom. Ka-zap. Damn. Once you get to the continental level, you just got to get all the magic. Ka-clang. Tap dance. By the way, with all those we just got, there are still 3 levels remaining on Hero. Hero still has a deep pool. A holy presence. Oh? Huh. Perhaps now is time to call on their aid. I called upon the wind spirit, and we got the dungeon that the wind spirit was guarded by. You know? That makes sense to me. Eris Shield. What is that? Worse than Metal King Shield, better than Silver Shield. Magic and ice-based reduction versus fire, but we get fire from the robe, so we're good. Getting upgrades, again, something that's just wild to be getting here still, with how powerful we are. Happy about it. It's not a complaint, mind you. Sarah buff. I'm gonna unchain you. Yeah, so this is one of the only places that has true random encounters because we don't have like rotation for Thank you, Mervin. Mervin there showing off why AI control on the tactics can be stronger than input. Because Mervin changed moves. Anyway, die. But yeah, because the monsters can't follow the like movement, so they become random encounters in that room. Oh, that's probably overkill. That might have been unnecessary to let you do that, Mervin. Bonk. If they want to attack Slya, that's fine by me. Slya, by the way, Slya is now healing 20. The level of hero is the determining factor on how much Slya is healing in return. It's a pretty nice bonus to have. 666 gold coins. In we go. I didn't think we were going to be fighting the Demon King today. I thought water had a little bit longer amount of time, but no, we are. I love the way we go up on this. We build the road like this with the kind of like we're rebuilding the world, and we can see the world below us. Each path has a special... Yeah, you can call any of the four there. You can call water, or, you can call fire to get through that door. You can call water to go through the door below, the pool, things like that. Oh, hold on, I need to... I guess we'll see what it is first. I don't want to pull up the thing yet. Oh! Anyway. It's time. I think we're set as we can be. We've got a full heal walking in thanks to the remnants of the Spirit's powers. Alright, Ogredemir. Puppets of a broken god are too foolish to understand that. Let me carve my name into your very soul. I need to... Okay, I do have to pull up the PS1 bit for this. 1 second. This is an important piece because it's carved into my own soul. 1 second. I didn't prep for this because I didn't think we were getting this far. Not time to eat the prayer rings. That's correct. Okay. So we mute the stream because we have the... And then... the part that I want is... here. All right. So we get vision on this. Okay, again, thank you, World of Long Plays. Gotta pull this up though. I need one last comparison to the PS1. Very quick, but it's specifically his last line of, I shall carve my name onto your bodies as a grim reminder of the ephemeral, insignificance of man. And it's Ogredemir. That one's been in my mind to remember to pull up here as we came about. Anyway, it's fight time. I love the background on this, damn. Like, seeing the world below in full, like, that's very cool. Alright, we need to set up defenses. Obviously, this is a boss who's got Disrupting Wave, so I don't want to depend too much on him. But things like Magic Barrier... Well, turn 1 is going to be, fishing, it's fine. Okay, everyone, please, I'm active. Okay, let's go Insulatal, full heal on Maribel, I don't know if you're fast enough for that. Anyway, there's one move we're spamming. Okay, Rough is second fastest. Isn't affected. That's fine. There's Blazing Fire. That's great. Sage's Stone, because we're gonna want to conserve, you know, as many stats as we can for this. Like we only have so much MP and such. Crunch. Okay. Blazing fire. You're on one action a turn? I don't know if I believe you. Chilly breath? Okay, that gives Slyo a turn. I want to see what Slyo's sword dance turn looks like. That's important to me to know what that is. The main damage is obviously 73, 76, 77, 70. Okay, that's good damage. Sure. Hello! I'm back. Just jumps out. I'm too beautiful to be destroyed. Show you true beauty. Alright. We have... We've also got... I'll put the blind on him. Sword dance still 70s and 60s. Rough full healing. That's so good. Alright, I want a quick... No, I don't think it's worth putting on... It's not worth the turning on Oomph right now. Offense. Deal damage. Harvest Moon 150. Kaboom. Ooh, look at that animation. Okay. A lot of damage. We're gonna go ahead and full heal Slyo. Slyo's gonna use a... I want to try once more. Now, I'm going to try once more on Dazzle Flash. Okay, slide back to near 400. And there's the knockout. Yeah. That one we can deal with. Deep Sleep is a move we've seen pretty actively on, like, Final Boss. Like, this is like a piercing sleep. I think you've got... Yeah, Dawn Chorus. That does it. Okay. Flames for 150, huh? Let's put the multi-heal up. And we gotta keep doing damage. $90 to Slyo, and... Yikes! Maribel on the ground. Because of that double orb hit. Back up. And there's the wave. Okay. Ooh! And a knockdown. Whoa. Alright. Phase 3, this is the, looking good there, Ogadamir. I'm bored. That face now. Oh. Alright, we need to go... I need to put Insulatal up. I need to put, Spell Barrier up, too. I think Spell Barrier is actually the easier one to put up. Rough needs to full heal self. That's just a necessary piece of this. Do you have... No, you don't really have any of the setup bits. I'll buff self, and then... We ain't stopping. We got one move. Attack. Ugh. A confusion. Ooh. That's dangerous. Will Tangle get through that? Oh, no, Rude Awakening. Okay, we have a move for that. Honestly, you should defend. Bonk! Venom! Ooh. Okay. That was your whole turn? You have to try harder than that, friend. Sword Dance. Harvest Moon. Drizzle? No, hold on. Spells, other Insulatal. Harvest Moon. Drizzle. And the hero will hit you with the blade. Yikes. Okay. Never stop Blade of Ultimate Powering. That didn't do any real damage. All offense all the time. We are here for killing. I'm almost out of MP. Disrupting Wave. Grab! Oh! Knockdown 3. Ogredemir, you're looking a little bad, worse for wear there. I am a little worried about what you've got on tap. Nice. Not so nice. Okay. Ruff needs to... Okay. Ooh, paralysis. Okay. If I need to get around paralysis, that is... That's Tingle. You need to heal up Ruff. And you need to continue with Blade of Ultimate Power. That nothing happened scared me, but it's all target, so... Crunch. Blazing Fire. Yeah! Okay. So we get a multi-heal there. We're gonna go ahead and use a Prayer Ring on Ruff. I'm a full heal. No. Offense. Finally attacking Mervin. Hunk of meat. Oh! Hello? An Orglob. Uh-huh. Is that Brain Pete? That might be. Mervin is on a, Actually, no, we need you to, heal Mervin. Keep Mervin standing. And then Mervin is on a, Prayer Ring turn again. That's terrifying. Okay, Disruptive Wave, and summon again. Or gone. Frieza's final form. You know? Now, Dragon Quest, the monster design in Dragon Quest is all Toriyama's, so... Ooh, Pearly Gates. That... Do we have that? No, that's a group still. I think we're just going to have Mervin continue dealing damage. You can't do that. Oh my god. The most illegal possible move. Holy shit. Yeah, that should be the only one. Sir Mervyn cannot be affected. Sir Mervyn is here to... We're using evil energy to recover MP. I see how this is going. I understand. Yeah. Let's get you out of here. We've still got the power of God. That doesn't do damage. There's Disrupting Wave. Look, buddy, you need more offense than that. Sword Dance. Harvest Moon. Boom. Oh, I'm out of MP again. Eat that prayer ring. Our defenses are being tanked. Okay. The ring. Oh, that's the last of our ring. Okay. So that's the last of our healing on MP healing on Mervyn. Mervyn's gonna need to finish this out with 3 more blades. That should be enough. Oh, the Orglob's down. Ooh, we got Rough asleep. Okay, that's... Anyway. Rip the Demon King. Just, you know, rip that idiot, who cares? Hello to the new Demon King Orgon. Orgon's gonna use turn 1 to cast Kazing, right? Like, that's the thing here. We can't let this stand. Yeah. It would be hilarious. Alright, well. We revealed God to be the devil and walked into his house. I am so good to me. Well, anyway. We gotta go. Look, our party was 2 heroes, Ruff and Maribel. There wasn't a chance for the Demon King. Like, Mervyn literally just walked up and went, I'm going to hit you with this holy sword until you die. That is every turn I'm going to take. And that was enough. Like... I'm sorry, Aish, that you couldn't be here. The animal. I can't believe that Ogre Demir threw a magic burst at us for like 200 damage. Orgo is off doing some weird shit. Mervin was just doing the day 9, just go fucking kill him thing. Like, alright, I'm gonna hit you with the mix-ups. We're gonna do the MP restore, and it's just like, what if I hit you with a sword? Do you have an answer to sword? Like, overhead. You need a block. Alright, we gotta go talk to everybody. It's the end of the game! And as the end of a Dragon Quest, we need to go talk to everybody and see how... see how the world has changed. We have a lot of post-game. This isn't gonna be the end of the game, obviously. I know of bits of post-game from the PS1 version. But we have a lot of other things, so... this will not be the last of Dragon Quest VII. It's funny, tomorrow is gonna be, tomorrow won't be the end of Yakuza. Next week will be the end of Yakuza 7. We'll be doing Millennium Tower then, so... wasn't the Almighty, wasn't Miracle. It was the strength of you and your determination. Yeah. It was no miracle. It was the power of the Metal King with no special ability. Oh, I suppose that could have been anything. Oh, sure. What's the purpose of the Holy Order if we killed the devil? Yeah, I wonder. The whole wide world. Mervin's still thinking about the fact that God is dead. They've killed the Demon King, but... I love getting to have an epilogue like this. See you later, Mervin. I shall be with you presently. Using presently in that way. Do not be churlish. Alright. See you later, Mervin. Nah, I'm good. So, if you remember the tour we did we've done a tour like this in the past as well. Firm belief. This is the peace all warriors strive for. Ah. Reminder to check wells, of course. You're the business. The boss? Oi. Hey, be nice. Be nice. You gotta be nice. The putrid Stinkenheimer. Yeah, I'm in. It's like nothing else he's ever tasted. These were the thieves over in the cave. I'm glad. It's nice that they were able to make it here and say hi. Sorry, I think we're gonna send in our resume and be told we're overqualified. I love a good epilogue like this. It's one of the... we have... Yeah, look, I've been spending a little bit of gold at the casino, but, like, even with that, we still have a ton of gold. Alright. Bolgio's son. And here's Bolgio. You know what? Live your truth. Like, good for y'all. Like, you can go here and You can come to all trades abbeys for whatever you want. If you're changing your vocation, if you're changing your name, if you're changing your gender, if you're changing whatever you want. That's the nature of the abbey. On the victory tour. Now, we have other plans other than infinite wealth as the follow-up to 7, but 7's going to be going on for a while. Oh, Veil, of course. Look, and I realize that Dragon Quest plays that as a joke, but I take it earnestly. You know? Thinking about gender as a vocation so hard that steam is coming out of your ears. I was thinking earlier today about the way that Hornet is referred to as like in Hollow Knight as like the the gendered knight, the gendered like specifically that's the affix that the Pale Queen refers to it as. Gendered child, thank you. Newbie, thank you for the raid, everybody. We're on the victory tour. Satan is dead. God's also dead too, but we killed the devil, and peace reigns. You know, we're having a great time. Hope you're having a good one. Were you playing? Was it Phantasy Star 3 that you were on? I don't remember if that was today or on the schedule, but yeah, hello everybody from Newbie Stream. Welcome to Dragon Quest Wednesday. On Wednesday, I've been playing through Dragon Quest titles in order. We've just finished 7. We're doing our victory tour. We just left All Trades Abbey. And now we're heading around to all the other places that we've met people in the world. And getting to relax because, you know, We've defeated the Demon King with the power of casting Holy Blade 20 times in a row. Turns out that the Demon King didn't have a defense for that. Phantasy Star 3. What if Dragon Quest V was obviously deeply compromised? Interesting. Phantasy Star, the original series, 1 through 4, are games that I have very little familiarity with. It's something I do want to check out on the long list of games, but checking out Newbies, your streams on that is a good way to scratch that itch. You're a bit of a bird brain. Oh, I like the swaying back and forth, getting the stretches in. Priest here is like, wait, how powerful is God if we're the ones who defeated the Demon King? We should start a religion about this. Everybody wants to be an adventurer. for those coming over from newbies. If you follow, you get to check out this or the other things I end up doing. Wednesday is Dragon Quest Wednesday. Thursday we've been playing through Yakuza 7, which is similarly close to finishing. I started playing Yakuza 7 as a joke. Oh, wow. You lose your wings when the Demon King died. Wait. Interesting. That's true. You got the wind spirit to rely on. The spirits aren't dead. They were just burned of their power, turning over to Mir on. It must be What if I grow wings? Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. I'd like to grow wings. But yeah, I started playing Yakuza 7 as a joke because I was constantly talking about my schedule, and I would, instead of mentioning Dragon Quest 7, I would just say 7, you know, and thought it'd be funny to also do, Yakuza 7, like a Dragon Quest 7, next to it. How's the wind spirit, swinging through town here? That wouldn't surprise me. Not one to be pinned down, but one to explore and, pick up. Oh, sure, I can pick up this rubbish. Hold on. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yakuza Like a Dragon Quest 7. And so that got me to start doing that. It's cute that they're both ending at about the same time. Oh! Hello. It's forbidden for us to come down, but like... I had to say hi to you. Alright. I feel like the spirits are going to pick up more of a following in the wake of the Almighty being dead and the spirits needing some more rest, but still being very followed by all of our, you know, like, they're all four of them have their different, like, areas of worship. What's next on Dragon Quest? When we do finish 7, when I've been alternating mainline games and side games. If you're familiar with the side games, you might have a good idea of what one would fit directly in after 7. It's Caravan Hearts. That's going to be the one that goes in between 7 and 8. I have been thinking about where HD 1 and 2 fit. HD 1 and 2 I do know will be next to Builders 1 and 2 as we play them, but Caravan Hearts is the one that goes directly here. We'll figure out after that. I thought Sir Lizelot was with you. Killing... Yeah. Sir Lizelot, you did not need to quadruple down on it and say you were with us killing the Demon King. Man. One of the things about playing Infinite Wealth is that I've seen all of Infinite Wealth. Psych played it and I watched Psych play the whole thing. Whereas with 7, the only thing I knew for 7 going in, weirdly enough, is the last cutscene. Like, the last 15 minutes of the game. We have to back up. Hell of a thing, no advance? Yeah. Without any context? Yeah. Weird. Well. But yeah, it's not that I don't plan on doing it, like, but it's not next, that's for certain. We have a plan for what comes after 7. It's gonna be a very interesting, interesting card times, is what I'll say. Some folks might already know it, but, we have something extremely special that I'm gonna be, like, making sure folks know is happening, because I think it's gonna be one of the best things that we've, like, played on stream. If we could line up Dragon Quest VIII next to, like, Infinite Wealth exactly, that'd be fun to do. But yeah, I when we get closer to it, I'll stop being coy about it. But for now, I'm being a little coy about it. Because I can. We saved the world, and we revived the hero legend. We did everything. Thank you for that carpet. Oh. Sir Lizelot, my good friend, who helped us. Oh my god. You gotta back me up. You gotta back me up. You can't. You gotta back me up. You gotta back me up, please. How could anybody forget Sir Lizelot's contribution against the Demon King? Yeah. Smart enough to not try to take credit for the fight. Look, I'm not gonna be the one that reveals it. You're digging your own grave. Okay. Well, I think we head off to the next victory tour destination. Where to next? This is heading home? No, we're heading north to the... Okay, we're heading to the Oasis and to... Yes. That looked like we were heading to Estard, but I was like, that's too early. We have... Oh, Ferta, definitely here to talk with us. Being chased by Cat. Hold on, I can fix this. Chasing Cat. My kitty will always be my favorite thing, but you're number 2. You know what? I appreciate it. It's true. He's right. Rough nose. Rough nodding. Like, yeah, that's smarts. Cats know a lot. You should probably check. Like, you know, listen. Nod, nod. Wisdom of Cat. Speaking of Wisdom of Cat, this is a person who knows Wisdom of Cat. We gotta talk to Saeed. We freed up Saeed to be able to travel now that peace reigns. Saeed is one who knows the wisdom of the cat. And Maribel's just like, yeah, we'll run into him again. Ah, and here we have the brothers. Oh my god. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. The 3 very stupid brothers. Alright. And the queen. Again. Willing to break with that tradition for us and us alone. And like, the thing about out here, Neferta and the you know, everyone out here in the desert know that we are the saviors from hundreds of years ago. You know, that's the legend of the fearless Maribel Maid will be told for eternity. You big charmer, you. Maribel's like, nah, you're right. Maribel's got the very fun hat right now. A lot of style. All right, back to Emmerdale. I've been going about me gaffering all wrong. And again, a resurgence in the Father of Flame. I figure that's going to be a big thing in a lot of the areas. The water spirit maybe getting some direct, Ooh. I guess what we get to be in. Ain't gonna tussle with the Demon King. I changed my mind now that you, like, did it, but, you know. Well. They'll catch a cold. Maribel's quite great. One of the saddest parts about Kiefer leaving is that, like, our original trio of Maribel, Kiefer, and Slyo, you know, are such a perfect trio. Oh, Paldella, you got to watch, like, just Holy Blade. Shunk, 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 like... And the tiny lizard, yeah. And the tiny lizard. Maybe in the credits, the lizard will get to be in the credits. Right, like, give me a shot of the lizard in the credits. Thank you. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. I thought we had to, like, go up the mountain ourselves, but no, we need to get a hat first. There we go. We got our hats. Well, that's good. Next up... I thought we were going to stop at that bar. Yeah, we have to go... Yep. Hubble. We have to go talk to our good friend. We gotta talk to Queen Euphonia. You're not as cool as Crispin. Everyone around here has to deal with Euphonia's whims, and that makes everyone, it's fine. It's fine. Euphonia's doing fine. Hopefully, we need somebody to kind of temper, her excesses a little bit as a ruler. Up to musicians to help heal the pain, not our job to fight the monsters. Slacking off just isn't cool. The girls love it. Thanks, Crispin. What can I do? You spend every day with Slyo. Ruff, I love you. Not that I like you or anything. Baka. Wizard and Chief. Yeah, Euphonia is... One of the things about Euphonia is that she doesn't have friends around her age. That's why she, like, attaches to the party so swiftly. And the Wiz. Euphonia is our best friend. Alright, hello. Let's talk with our good friend. Intelligent, attractive young monarch like me for a friend. You should visit often, or else. There's no one in the party. Alright. We still have more destinations. Where to next? Oh, okay. Passing over Estard. Passing over... Oh. Oh! Sure, we're gonna go talk to Buckingham. Down you go. Lally-ho indeed. The king down here was one who had the read on the Almighty very quickly. It's off my hat. What about Marable Maid, huh? Huh? I gotta bonk these. I'm sad we don't get to run around with Aish on this. Like, that would have been a good reason to not have, Mervyn in the party, right? Like... Doesn't even rhyme yet. I would say, that fight without Mervyn would have been, I don't know how that goes. I'll be real with you. I might be clean up. Yeah. Much longer, much slower, it's true. Like, the power of the Holy Blade made that, Oh, is Ogre Demir undead in certain forms and dragon in other forms? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I really liked the form changes that we had. I'm not going through the whole dungeon. That's not happening. Where else do we have that's on the list of places to stop? Yeah. We've gone to all 4 of the elemental places other than Estard for the water. I guess Buckingham is the water one I'd think of. So, like, the rest of them, like, we'd have El Ciso and the... Oh, the ship. Yeah, we're gonna stop on the ship. That's a good place to stop. Thanks. You're set out to be the next captain. Again, getting us another dad means that we might be inheriting a pretty large, you know, ship here, I suppose. Anyway. Hey, shark guy. Yarr. Yes, absolutely. I'm sorry. Like, I can't steal you away from your dad. I met your dad. Your dad is cool. All right? I'm not cool with a lot of folks. I'm cool with, like, the old King Buckingham. I'm cool with your dad. Oh my goodness. Oh, are we gonna get a... Gotta go talk to King Scoober. That's enough appreciation. Well, I'm glad that he's gonna get to go talk to King Scoober. That's an important conversation to have there. Don't be mean. Oh. In the credits. Well. The trick is, I would check every well anyway, so that one I wouldn't miss. But that only being here during the ending, I understand the issue. I get it. I understand it. In the original, it was even worse. I don't remember it in the... Oh, you don't have the radar. Yes. The one on the cliffs. You had to go and put it in the chest, 7C. I did not do post-game on the PS1. I'm aware of post-game stuff on the PS1, but that was like beyond what I cared to do. So I did not know that. That's hilarious. You have to like grab it and then put it in a chest so that it saves and then like... Alright. Let's go talk to the king. Aish! Thank goodness. Finally found you. We didn't get to revive God, but we did kill Satan, so... And of course, we get our walk up to talk to the king. It's the ending of a Dragon Quest. Or else we might have been still praying to the Demon King. Or stuck as an island alone. There are many fates we could have been under without you. Yeah. Like, King Donald is smart enough to know that he, like, when we were coming here with Kiefer the last time, and he was like, look, I know what you're doing, and I'm just, like, I'm fine with this. Like, this is how it's going to be. I don't know. I think he knows. Anyway, it's feast time. And the day starts again, rotating back to the beginning, woken up by our mom at the beginning of the Pilchard Festival. There's Harvest. We got our we got our original hat on. You know, it's Chrono's mom waking him up. Back to Fisherman's Son. We gotta have a sandwich. 2 sandwich. Paid to be a maid. Yeah, I think if we ever fell overboard, like, there's not really that much of a problem. Meow. Like, we have the blessing of the water spirit, we have the blade of the water, the spirit, and like... And also the amulet of the air spirit. Oh my god. Thank you. What's up? So rough. Staying with the wood, you know, with the woodcutter. Yar har har. Anyway, much like the start of the game, Mirabelle, you can just like... You can just come on board the ship, it's fine. Yeah! Fist pump jump in the air. Yeah, save the world, you get to go on the boat. I don't see the issue. All right, off we go. Mirabelle's dad can see her right there. Rough. Our birds. Back to the opening we get every time. Yeah, so here we are. We got our credits going down there. Dragon Quest VII. This has been an adventure. It feels like so many adventures build up. it has such a unique feel to it. I love the building of the world that goes on and the ways that things interconnect as you start to add pieces on. I feel like there's room for improvement on. Again, I don't like that. Like we had to leave Aish in the lurch at the end, and like I think there's still some fixes to be done for like how classes get learned, vocations. But reimagine, maybe that's a place things can be shifted. I like it a lot. I think that its reputation is a little overstated, but not unearned. And yep, here we get the one day where she gets to be on land. Dragon Quest loves its tragic mermaid stories. It really does. It's even adding underwater in HD2D Dragon Quest 2. We're gonna get more of them. I'm happy for those two. Centuries pass and they still get to see each other, Arabelle just talking with the cook. Yeah, I love this game. Think the modern original scripts kick ass. I kept wanting to pull up bits to compare on the PS1. That's why I wanted to pull up like Ogre Demir's bit. Aish and Donald having a conversation. Yeah, I like it a lot. I hold it in quite high esteem. Really enjoyed playing through it as we did here. Mervyn. Oh my god! Rare rough not on a wolf. Tiny rough. Because there's Mom over there. Bonk. It just sets me in a great mood. Like playing through this, the adventure of a lot of this, the open seas. Oh, Maribel just sitting there on the. This is cute. What a great shot. Yeah, it's like putting all the fragments together and forming the islands you visit. I'm a sucker for wide open seas too, in a lot of different ways. Love me a Wind Waker. Love me the open seas. But yeah, Dragon Quest VII. It all started with one of those tablets getting caught in the net. Look at these fish flapping around. Dear Slyo. Uh-huh. Good for you, Kiefer. This boy's doing just fine. Oh, this got me real good. Oh. Oof. Miss Kiefer. That is a... I think that's a perfect thing to end on. We need to find... Oh. If one thing Reimagined will have over this is that it'll have voice acting, right? Like, we're... Ugh. Alright. Anyway. That is Dragon Quest VII. We'll be back. There's post-game to do. There's jobs for us to finish getting the vocations up in. Those mysterious fragments we keep collecting have something to do. 6 months. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for joining. I'm glad to have you here. Oh God, that Kiefer thing got me. I have to wipe tears off my eyes on this. Oof. We're good. We're good. Oh, but yeah, thank you all for joining. Hope you had a fun time with this. I loved it. I'm glad I got to share Dragon Quest VII with y'all. So, yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you all for joining. Yeah, want to catch more? Follow, subscribe. Cool Skulls, Slime, Small Drifters, Mimics. Thank you, Malmet, for the sub. Thank you, Newbie, for the raid. Thank you, everybody, for just being here. Thank you, Mervin, for using Ultimate Holy Blade 20 times in a row. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Have a good night.